Matty Healy has broken his silence about his past fling with Taylor Swift, subtly addressing their short-lived romance during a recent interview. While Taylor's latest album, The Tortured Poets Department, is rumored to reference Healy, the 1975 frontman made it clear he's done writing about heartbreak, calling it an obvious thing to draw from. In an interview on the Doomscroll podcast with Joshua Citarella, Matty Healy gave an insight into his evolution as an artist, reflecting on why he no longer focuses on past romantic relationships in his music. Healy, who briefly dated Taylor Swift last year before their split in June 2023, appeared to make a subtle dig when he referred to his casual romantic liaisons and expressed his disinterest in revisiting old flames in his lyrics. This shift marks a departure from his earlier work with the 1975, where Healy often drew from personal experiences, including heartache and intimate relationships. Healy's comments come on the heels of the release of Taylor Swift's latest album, The Tortured Poets Department, where fans speculate she took aim at him in the song The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. With lyrics referencing a man in a Jehovah's Witness suit and imagery of her summer being rusted, many interpreted this as a nod to Healy, who is known for wearing dark, tailored suits during performances. Their whirlwind romance captivated headlines, but it was short-lived, with rumors of their breakup surfacing in mid-2023. Swift, a prolific songwriter, is famously known for drawing from personal experiences in her music, often weaving stories of past lovers, such as John Mayer and Harry Styles, into her songs. However, Healy expressed that, as an artist, he has outgrown writing about relationships, dismissing the notion of addressing the obvious topics people expect from him. Maybe on my first record, when it was very much a series of journal entries, I used to write about relationships a lot more, Healy said, reflecting on his early career. But honestly, I would be lying if I made a record about all the stuff said about me or my casual romantic liaisons now, just because I'm famous. He added that the maintenance of the status quo is something he always fights against, pushing back on the idea of creating art based on what's expected rather than what resonates with him in the moment. He also touched on the challenges of releasing music about personal experiences, explaining that by the time songs are published, the emotions are often outdated and no longer relevant. Despite the speculation surrounding the Tortured Poets Department, Healy has remained largely unfazed. Sources close to him revealed that while his family and friends were initially anxious about Swift's potential portrayal of him, Healy himself was positive about the album's release. According to insiders, he received a heads-up from Swift before the album dropped, which he appreciated. Matty still thinks highly of Taylor, a source said, adding that Healy's concerns about being painted in a negative light were assuaged once the album was out. However, when asked directly by Entertainment Tonight what he thought of the supposed diss track, Healy replied with nonchalance, admitting that he hadn't really listened to much of it but was sure it's good. While Healy's decision to move away from writing about his past romances marks a new chapter in his artistic journey, Taylor Swift continues to channel her experiences into her music, much to the delight of her fans. The song The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived has sparked widespread conversation among Swifties, who dissected the lyrics for hidden meanings and potential references to Healy. Swift's ability to translate personal moments into universally relatable stories is part of what has made her one of the most celebrated songwriters of her generation, and her brief relationship with Healy has provided yet another chapter in her ongoing narrative. Though Matty Healy and Taylor Swift's relationship may have been fleeting, the echoes of their time together seem to linger, at least in Swift's music. As Healy steps away from using his personal life as lyrical fodder, his reflections show an artist focused on breaking free from the constraints of public expectation. Meanwhile, Swift continues to turn her life's highs and lows into songs that resonate with millions, proving that, for her, love and heartbreak are far from exhausted topics. Fans will likely keep speculating, but for Healy, the past remains firmly behind him.